What is up, everybody? Welcome to this Winging It podcast special. Andre, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. We'll just get into that later. I'm not going to be quippy right now.
Yeah. So, inside Xbox. Now, if you've been paying attention to the great Phil Spencer, he's been saying that there's going to be digital events for Microsoft all year due to the worldwide Corona drinking beer pandemic. so, he's So this is like the first one. Now the next one's going to be in July. I think July is going to be the actual big digital event that they were going to do at E3. This one is just an inside Xbox show. And to start off, we have the trader. David Baker show up. Okay, y'all know I had to throw that in there. Y'all know I had to throw it in there. But no, he's with Microsoft now. So
Man.
he was actually introduced and started everything off. They showed some games, and like for this, I'm not going to do a full play-by-play breakdown because of the simple fact that I just thought it was okay overall. I didn't like have I didn't have there's nothing that really caught me that made me say I have to break this all down. So we're just gonna do our little, non-play-by-play, as it were. So yeah. So my main problem with this overall, honestly, is the fact that a lot of the games to me kind of look the same. Not the same as same content, just look the same in tone, which is basically Christopher Nolan, dark, DCEU. We're ultra serious. Oh, and first person.
Yeah, for the most part, a lot of them were dark and brooding. I mean, there were a couple exceptions.
Yeah,
but
one of them involved a teenager throwing a train at a demon. I love that one. Personally, I love that one. But that's more anime inspired, and you guys know how I feel about anime in my JRPGs. So, Plus it was headed up by two of the guys from the Tales of series, more specifically Tales of Vesperia. So there's that. The other game that kind of caught my eye, and I'll let you expand on this, is Memories. What is Memories?
The Medium. The Medium.
That Medium. So I'll let you go on that one because that was very Silent Hillish.
The bad thing is I had seeing that come on, and I was like, man, this feels real familiar. And it was the only other game I was really excited for. And I was looking at it, I was like, then I saw the world change over. I was like, y'all gotta be kidding me. Like, this is straight up Silent Hill. It's like a retelling of the first Silent Hill game without it being officially Silent Hill. And then we go and find out it's the same composer.
Which is why the music sounded like that.
I was like, yo, y'all gotta be joking with me. Like, it looks good. Like, yeah. I want to play it. I definitely want to play it. It looks fun and interesting, and it looks like it might actually be one of the first games in a long time to make me mentally sweat. And I mean, like, in a horror sense, because I just got through mentally sweating with freaking Streets of Rage 4. That's a whole different type of beast.
That's because you decided to go on Mania, but that's between you and God. So,
but I mean, it looks good. Like, I'm interested in what the storyline's going to be like, how they're going to portray this world. Hopefully, like, since it looks like it's borrowing inspiration from Silent Hill, it won't be exactly like Silent Hill. We don't need another parent hunting down their missing child.
Oh God!
Even though that I kind of got some hints from that, like it looked like maybe she lost her child during childbirth.
I'm hoping that's what it is.
It's like she lost her child during childbirth, and part of that scarred her, which is allowing her to see this other world. I hope that's how the premise goes, and I think it's going to go the opposite though. She lost her baby during childbirth, and now she's being transferred to the other world in order to try to find her child, and that's going to. It's going to be a little annoying.
Can you get in trouble for video game plagiarism?
Not really. I mean, not unless you just blatantly plagiarize and then like is in everything is exactly the same. But I mean, it looks good. I'm just waiting to get more details on it because honestly, like the Silent Hill vibes made me want to play it. The Silent Hill is one of my favorite horror series to date.
Okay.
Like, so that made me want to play it. So I'm like, please be as good as I'm thinking you're going to be. Even if the story isn't as great, just be as good as I think you're going to be as a game.
Well, because remember there was what was it like a month ago? There was that rumor that them and Sony was trying to get into a bidding war about buying certain properties from Konami. And you think that's what this was? They were talking about basically. Like, do people thought that's what this was, but it's really Medium?
There's a chance it was. Somebody probably saw some early footage or like some screenshots or something, and it was like, "Oh, they're redoing Silent Hill," and it's probably I can believe that.
Okay, because that one kind of I'm like, okay, this lady's in childbirth. Okay, that looks creepy. Okay, all right, something happened to this baby, and please don't show the birth because I thought it was about to show. I'm like, please God, don't show the birth.
Nah, you're not gonna see that till you play the game.
Yeah, I really don't need to see that. So, yeah, that one I'm kind of iffy on that one. I'm neither here nor there with the Silent Hill series. I think I played one of them. I think I played three.
I've played the first two, and I think I loosely played three. I never actually finished it.
Yeah, I don't think I finished three either.
And I played Shattered Memories too. I did play that because that was a remake of the first game.
Oh, okay. And I did watch those horrible movies. Yes, I was a glutton for punishment. I shouldn't have did that, but that's in my past. Okay, I'm trying to work through that. I'm trying to work through me watching horrible movies. Okay, I'm trying to work through my problem with horrible movies. So, hey, look, I have done a good job of staying away from anything with the words Paul, W.S. and Anderson in it. So
wait until they take his name off the front page, then
but yeah, other than that, like the Dirt 5 really didn't care for. I mean,
the bad thing is I looked at that and there were people on the YouTube chat saying Forza. I'm like, how do you think that's Forza? That doesn't even look like Forza.
Yeah.
I was like, the first thing I saw and I saw that game, I was like, that's dirt.
Well, first thing is you can't say that's Forza because there ain't no rain. They always gotta have that track in Italy where it's raining. I'm like, why do y'all keep going to that track?
And why does it always have to rain? That's the worst.
At that track.
I don't think Italy is just wet all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, Dirt looks okay. I can't remember the names of these games. I should have wrote them down.
Yeah, I was thinking of the same thing. I'm trying to get a list, and it's just not popping up.
You know what? Let me do that too, because I know there's a place where I can find it. But yeah, it's one of those situations where I watched it twice, and I'm just like, okay, there's one, the Extinction game actually caught my eye.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. I was trying to find the name for that one. It was a little. That one was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Second Extinction. That's the one you're thinking of because it looked like Turok. I was like,
because that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. But I'm like, they brought back Turok, and then they said the second Extinction. Like, oh, okay. So that's how y'all getting around that. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's multiplayer Turok.
Yeah. I mean, you see Velociraptors, you automatically think Turok.
Most people do.
Yeah. Then, and the name of that one by the
Scarlet Nexus.
Yeah, Scarlet Nexus. That caught my eye, but once again, it caught my eye because I'm into that. I'm into those types of games. So
yeah,
that's the thing that caught me. Now, the other game that caught me that I thought was hilariously funny, just by the way, this Yakuza.
Yakuza.
When they showed Buddy pull the bat out like it was the Master Sword,
I was like, he got a magical baseball bat.
I'm like, okay, all right. This had better be a comedy, but I like the way that it looked, because it broke it up from that. Because by then we had got all these games that looked bleak and dark, and that had some freaking color to
it. It does, but I wish that they would accentuate the color a little bit better. Because I mean, it's a Japanese game. There ain't no goddamn way to get around that.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna have all this
hell, the name's Yakuza.
like you're gonna have all this grit and stuff, bounce it off with some of the more colorful stuff. And I don't know. I feel like Sega's kind of with that particular series, they're kind of just pushing it particularly only down that dark path. I mean, yeah, you got some funny moments because of how the action looks. But I think that they could do with inspiring and putting a little bit more comedy in it. But I don't know. Like, but when I saw it, I was like, I saw that immediately. I was like, that's Yakuza. Like, there ain't no way.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, especially when you see a dude pull a bat. Like, he got a magical glowing bat. I'm like, yeah.
Glowing bat. And then, like I said, he's pulling it out like he's Link with getting the Master Sword. I'm like,
or like King Arthur pulling the Excalibur.
Yeah, like, what the hell is he doing? Like, and it was funny because like, dude has an afro. It's hilarious. I'm laughing.
He went into prison with slick back, clean looking hair. Came out with a nice little ponytail, but then they shot him and like his hair just poofed.
Yeah, turned into an afro. Like, okay, all right, I can deal with that. The other one, okay, we got to talk about Madden, and the reason why I talk about Madden is because they're talking about that was one of the main ones they talked about, the delivery. Now, here's the problem, because there was an update that went out. They asked EA, that smart delivery is on a time limit. So you have from the time the game releases till March 31st, 2021. If you don't buy Series X between there and do the smart delivery between that point in time, you're going to have to buy it on Series X. To me, that makes no sense. And EA, bruh, are y'all trying to piss everybody off?
Well, they don't care.
Yeah, because people going to buy it.
Yeah.
I mean,
people going to buy it no matter what.
Madden fans are very predictable at this point. So it's one of those situations. Now, they had Patrick Mahomes up there pimping it. I thought that was hilariously funny because he was reading the teleprompter. He really kind of didn't. It looked like he didn't want to be there. Mm-hmm. He was just like, I got to do this for my, community service.
Like, man, I got
like, because like a lot of athletes now are actually playing games for like television and stuff. So it looked like he was like, look, man, I'm up against Patrick Beverly in 2K. Y'all are really interrupting me right now. That's the look he had on his face. I thought it was funny to me.
It was like, man, I don't feel like doing this. I really don't.
I'm stuck in this house. I just lost my last 3 games of Smash, and y'all are getting on my nerves. So, yeah, I just thought that was funny. But he was out there to pimp it. And although I thought it was funny that they had him doing it instead of the actual cover guy, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Because
Lamar Jackson's on the cover this year. That's already been said. So Mahomes ain't on the cover. Why they have? Okay, maybe. Okay, yeah. So, also, they actually showed a lot of publishers that are developing for Xbox. It's a lot of them.
Yeah,
but the majority of them didn't show a game. So,
well, there are a couple other games that I was kind of interested in. Mm-hmm. Chorus kind of drew my attention a little bit, and that's basically because it's a space shooter.
Yeah.
And I love space shooters, and I'm hoping that it's as good as it looks. But I'll be out on that. I mean, this Deep Silver is working on it, but sometimes this stuff can be hit or miss. Yeah. Saints Row was all hits for me, but there's a couple games out there that they had that wasn't so great. And the other one was Bright Memory Infinite.
Oh yeah, the FPS.
Yeah.
The one that looked like Crysis.
Yeah, it does look like Crysis, but you got a female protagonist instead.
Here's the funny thing about it. That's what goes back to my plagiarism comment. This shit look a lot like damn Crysis, man.
It does look a lot like Crysis, because I was already looking at getting it on Steam anyway, because it's only $10 on Steam.
The problem is the bow and arrow. I'm like, if y'all just want to use the bow and arrow, I wouldn't have said Crysis.
It does look very much like Crysis. There's no way to get around. It does look a lot like Crysis.
I was just like, I don't I don't understand this. Like, why did y'all do that? I'm like, especially with Crisis getting a remaster. Like,
Well,
I would not have
Right
shown that
Memory
game.
was
I
already
just wouldn't have shown that game.
Right Memory as a game was already been worked on quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
It only just released this year, if I'm remembering right.
Okay.
Yeah, it only released back in March, but there was a single individual developing this game. That's one of the reasons I'm highly interested in it, because one person from that team did this game.
The whole game.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that they got a team working on porting it now, but
Yeah, but
originally,
at the time it was being made. Okay. All right. Oh, and then surprised to absolutely no one, Destiny 2 is going to the Series X.
who would be surprised by that?
Yeah, like okay, and I mean they got to milk that mug for how much it's worth. So
Oh, they do. They got to, especially with how much money they talked about putting into it.
yeah, I mean yeah. So if you didn't think that was coming, I guess that's a surprise. Now we got to talk about this. This is the last game we want to talk about because we got to talk about it because everybody now Microsoft, y'all did this to yourselves. Y'all should have never said this was a gameplay trailer. That was not a gameplay trailer. I don't know what Ubisoft gave y'all. Maybe they gave y'all the wrong trailer. I don't know, and y'all couldn't take it back. The Valhalla trailer was not a gameplay trailer. That was a series of cutscenes.
It definitely was. I'm not mad that they showed cutscenes, but they should not have said that it was a gameplay trailer.
Yeah, that's not a gameplay. Now, if y'all gonna show a gameplay trailer in your July event, which this afternoon it was confirmed that Halo Infinite will be at that one. Because I thought they were gonna show Halo, so I thought they were gonna do a Halo trailer here, but they didn't. So they're saving that one for the July event. Like, okay, so I'm guessing that's going to be what the actual gameplay trailer.
Yeah, that's either going to be what they open with, or it's going to be their closer.
Yeah,
they are not putting that anywhere near the middle of their show.
No, because I think the bulk of that show is going to be Halo. The bulk of that show will be Halo. I don't see it being any other way. And plus, Ubisoft has already confirmed that Assassin's Creed Valhalla is not going to be the biggest game. They've already said that. Like, look,
no, it's not going to be the biggest game in the series, which is fine if they want to focus it on smaller areas and stuff like that. That's fine.
This is going to be a straight up war. This is going to be a bloodbath. This ain't going to be no stealth mess.
Yeah, but that's my problem with it. It's called Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
but you're tossing out the things that make it Assassin's Creed. There's been plenty of rumors going around that Ubisoft is just taking what would have essentially been new IPs and just throwing them under the Assassin's Creed mantle. And if that's the case, they really need to stop doing that.
Well, that makes sense because if you think about it, Origins, Odyssey, those are not Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
But if they're just going to keep doing it, like that's the same issue I had.
Prince of Persia.
Yeah, bring back Prince of Persia. But that's the same problem I have with Square Enix and having almost everything be Final Fantasy. Even when it doesn't necessarily match up with Final Fantasy's lore and world. Like, they have to find some way to turn it into Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 15, Uchiha Sasuke. I mean, not this. Yeah.
like what they're doing with Brave Exvius.
Oh, jeez.
Like, that could have literally just been called Brave Exvius. It didn't need to be Final Fantasy.
No.
Because if they're going to be doing sequel worlds to these games, they don't need to be Final Fantasy. They need to be their own standalone, separate IPs.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, if you are playing Brave Exvius, Advent Children complete characters will be coming in for a limited time. Just so you know. Y'all really need to watch that movie, by the way. It's a feat of cinematic genius. You will be confused, but just go with it. You'll be confused, but just go with it. Just go with it. You'll understand. Just go with it.
Maybe people will understand and go with it.
Look, all you need to know is Sephiroth beats the crap out of Cloud for 6.5 minutes. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. The greatest cinematic beatdown in all of cinema history. You think Thanos beat the crap out of Captain America? You ain't seen that the TC Sephiroth beat the crap out of Cloud.
Yeah, let him beat the snot out of Cloud just for Cloud to get mad.
Yeah, and do one move. The most unrealistic ending to the most epic fight ever. So yeah. But
and people will say Cloud was holding his own. No, he was trying.
He was getting worked.
He was trying to hold his own. Like he blocked a few hits, but he took just about as many as he blocked.
It got so bad. Zach had to come from the dead and like, dude, are you all right? Like, you want me to take care of this?
He's like, Cloud, you need me to step in?
Because you catching a massive L right now. So yeah. So yeah. That being said, you might want to check that out if you're on Brave Exvius. But yeah, that was pretty much it in a nutshell. It's 27 minutes. Like I said, Damon Baker. Damon's pretty cool. I know I made a crack about him being a traitor. That's just a Nintendo inside joke. But he actually, I don't mind inside Xbox if they're gonna do it like this. If they're gonna do it like this, that's fine.
Especially if they're gonna do developer commentaries afterwards. It's nice to have that, and it's good to see somebody besides Nintendo doing it.
Yeah, even though they had to take the person from Nintendo to do it, but we're not gonna talk about that. So, yeah.
Look, he went from Team Red to Team Green.
Basically, yeah. Basically, that's pretty much how that works. But I think that overall, I think that it was okay. It was okay. I guess you could call it a digital event. I guess, but. Yeah. It was okay. It wasn't bad. They showed a lot of stuff, even though I feel like a lot of that stuff looks kind of similar. I mean,
the design of a lot of the games is very similar. That is probably the problem with it. Like, you can tell that they're different games and that they have a different style, but they do have that same. We got to push grittiness and we have to push dark and deep tones and things like, because that's what they think everyone wants. But like, the problem is that not everybody wants that.
Yeah, that's why I thought Scarlet Nexus and Yakuza would just look so different. But then again, they're actually Japanese games, so
yeah. Like, the only other game that has any other color to it was Call of the Sea.
Yeah, and that looks like a straight up indie game.
Well, that and Dirt, but
yeah.
Dirt's a racer, so it needs some sort of color.
Yeah. How you gonna tell your Doom buggies apart? But yeah, so leave a comment, people. Let us know what you guys thought of the Inside Xbox event today. We will see you guys on Sunday for the Wingin' It podcast, where we will be talking, among other things, about General Gate. Cyberpunk 2077. This is gonna get weird. So
oh yeah, it
is. See you guys on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Peace. Wakanda forever.
Peace out, everybody.